Hey, how's it going? This is a quick video on emotional control using a few dopamine charts. You get dopamine from pleasure. Um, Everything said in this video is objective knowledge. I just repurpose what's already been said by experts. I am no expert. I am just repurposing this information. So yeah, just letting you know, you guys can find this online. This is real stuff. But hopefully this saves you time from having to look at everything and you're able to just get a clear understanding to just apply to your life immediately. So yeah, we'll start right here. Um, this is not where you want to be, and I can't zoom in for some reason. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is where you don't want to be. So as you can see, you're getting instant gratification with less effort and lots of pleasure. You get this from like social media, mostly short form content that is made for keeping your retention as much as possible um, throughout the entire piece of content. And yeah, even books can give you this as well, um, depending on what you're reading. It could just be a bunch of mental masturbation, even, but you guys get the point. I'm just trying to give a few references to maybe your day to day or what's, out there in our current world. As I'm making this, the world has probably changed to something else. I don't know. But yeah, this is what bad uh, emotional control looks like, and this is what it is on the bottom of the map of consciousness by um his name is David. Map of consciousness by, let's see here, David Hawkins, right? It's a real thing. He was an expert and he gave a lot of historical references. So all of this stuff is legit. You don't want to be down here, and you also don't want to be up here. Where you want to be is here, courage. So let me explain this. So this is also bad. So it's not as bad as this, right? But it's still bad. Um, because essentially you are putting in more effort, but you're still receiving lots of pleasure. And this is usually this usually comes from, let's say, ego lifting, right, in the gym, or um, putting a lot of effort in um, deceiving, right? Maybe you might get this from, using manipulation instead of honesty. What else? Let's try to give a few examples here. So we said, ego lifting, dishonesty instead of honesty to get things your way. Um, it could even just come from competition, competing with people. That's engaging the ego, right? You don't want to engage the ego, you want to use logic, the logos. So, yeah, you don't want to be up here. Where you want to be is courage. Because with courage, you will be as productive as possible, taking risks. Every time there's a risk to take, you take it. Your mind doesn't think about doing it, it just does it. And there's a lot of ways to build courage. The best way is to engage in physical encounters that will create courage. Some people naturally have courage just from maybe growing up in a uh, with a really good role model, as a father figure, or yeah, father figure, um, or maybe they don't actually get inspired by anyone. They just have a really bad childhood that that required them to use courage. That's also something that happens. But a lot of people don't naturally have courage. It needs to be curated. It's a very important thing to have. And again, I'm hoping not to give you guys my opinions. I just want to give objective knowledge that is true. So, yeah, when you have courage, you're not super excited, you're not up here, and you're not sad. You're just being courageous. Up here is being super excited about stuff, and then getting sad, and then excited, and then sad, which is super unhealthy. And then up here, it's like dopamine, 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 dopamine. And this is like your natural operating, not your natural, your normal operating state, which is a pretty unhealthy state to be in because it's pretty high up there. Um, right? Which, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much this. But this is definitely a lot worse. Like, you can really mess up your emotional circuitry. So really try to avoid this right here. This is just the healthiest life to live. Um, we're supposed to be courageous and we're supposed to do the right thing um, using the logos and yeah, just being virtuous. But this video isn't about being virtuous or using the logos. I have another video for that. This is just everything you need to know about emotional control using a few dopamine charts and maps of consciousness. But yeah, cool. That's it.